My channel. I'm Megan Yvonne if you're new. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the family. So today's video is going to be all about this look right here. I figured I wanted to do something more edgy, something a little different from my usual makeup look. I know it's Mother's Day coming up this weekend. A lot of you guys will be celebrating your mom. If you are a mom, you'll be celebrating yourself. So I wanted to come up with something cute, a look that would be cute for, you know, a Mother's Day outing, whether you're going to brunch or you're going to dinner. I know a lot of people are either taking their moms out on Saturday or Sunday, and even possibly today. So I wanted to get this video out for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So also, because it's Mother's Day, we want to look glowy from the inside out. So I'm going to use a product. This is the Liquid Glow by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Bronze. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to place the glow exactly where I want it. I'm going to use this like kind of dome brush like this. This is the Morphe M536. And I'm just going to place it on areas where like I want the highlighted look. And this is being placed down before my foundation to ensure, you know, coverage and all that. But as you can see, it's already giving me like that beautiful, like shiny, highlighted look. And so I'm going to place a little bit on my forehead, down the center of my nose, kind of like where I would apply my blush. Some down here. And this is before I apply my actual makeup. So I'm going to go in with foundation first, and then I'm going to do my eyeshadow. Spray down some setting spray. So guys, I'm using my NARS foundation, my NARS Soft Matte, and this is in the color Marquise. I'm using that as my base to go all over my face. I really like this foundation. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. It'll be the best one you've tried thus far. So that's what I'm using as my base. And then I'm just going to blend that out all over my forehead, you know, my cheeks and all that stuff. And then I applied my concealer off camera, but it's the Tarte Shape Tape. And this is in the shade Deep. I use that, and then the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Translucent Honey, just to set under my eyes and prep for my eyeshadow. So then I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to use that as a eyeshadow primer, and I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush. This is by Morphe as well. And sorry you guys, but the exact number has rubbed off, but I'm also going to use some translucent powder to set that. Next, I'm going to go in with this white kind of base shadow just to act as a transition color before I prep my other shadows and put them down. Then I'm using this brown shadow, but I'm using it with a small angled brush, and I'm using that as an outline for the look that I'm going to do. So I'm drawing like I'm going to draw a wing, and then I'm going to do an exaggerated wing, if you will. So instead of closing off my wing, I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to go kind of toward the center of my eye, and that's what you see me doing here, just carving out that space, because in that blank space underneath, that's where I'm going to put additional shadow. So I'm just doing that on the other side. And one thing that I will suggest, I was trying to do both sides for the sake of the video, but I would suggest you just go on and do one eye and then go back and do the other. It would just make things a little easier, because you know, you can just have your focus on the one eye. So that's what you see me doing here, just going back and forth. Again, if you're using eyeshadow, take your time, because it's always easier to add more on as opposed to taking too much off. So I'm just going back and forth until I get the shape that I really want. Then I'm going in with this light brown shade to kind of close off my wing, but I still want the outline of that, you know, exaggerated wing there. So I'm just bringing the shadow in and going more toward the center of my lid with a light brown shadow, just to give it some dimension for this look. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use that same angle brush and kind of blend those two colors together, just so that it's not that harsh transition from the dark brown to the light brown. So that's what you see me doing here. I am picking up a little bit of the brown shadow, the dark brown shadow on my brush to like blend it in with the other shadow that was down, as well as going at the top of that line just to diffuse it some. Then I'm using this peachy color, this light peachy color. You go in and tap over the lid. It turned out so beautifully. I really started to like how the look was coming together there. If you see, I went a little bit above the line, but don't worry, we're going to fix that in a minute. I'm just going in and I'm just focusing in on building up that color and just tapping that shadow. I'm not really swiping, but just tapping that shadow. Okay guys, so I'm back and I'm kind of debating if I want to put I'm just gonna lightly tap with my fingers, this like shimmery gold on top of that. So I was unsure whether or not I wanted to add that gold, like that sparkly gold color to my lid, but I am so glad that I decided to do that. First I was using my finger, but because of my nails, I couldn't get in as tightly to like my inner corner and stuff as I wanted to. So I'm going back and forth between using my finger as well as this small flat concealer brush, and I'm just tapping it lightly. I don't want it to be like a full wash of color. I just want like subtle sparkles on my eyeshadow, because I don't want to really cover up the eyeshadow that is already present. So that's what you see me doing here, and then I'm going back and forth with the other colors that I initially used. Right here, I'm just using a clean pencil brush just to kind of fade out the line so it's not really harsh. And then I'm using some more translucent powder just to clean up any fallout. I didn't really want to have the translucent powder baking all of that time, but I figured I could use this translucent powder toward the end and just use it to grab any fallout that may have fallen on my under eye area while I was doing my shadow. And now I'm using a lighter shade of bronzer and this small brush that I bought specifically to contour my nose, and that's what you see me doing here. Just a slight contour, and then I'm going in blending out with the darker shade of the bronzer just to give me some warmth, some slight contour, but more so some warmth to my face. And then I'm dusting off that powder. As you can see, I didn't let it sit for too long. I just wanted to brighten up that area a little bit more. And then I'm going back in and I decided to add a little bit of black to the eyeshadow look, just to give it some more drama, just to give it some more definition. So that's what you see me doing here, using that same angle brush that I had the brown shadow on, and you know, just really kind of defining that wing and making it pop. So while also still blending it so it doesn't have such a harsh transition between the two colors. And then I'm just adding mascara. I did add some liner, very thin liner, on my lash line to prep for lashes off camera, but now I'm just adding some mascara. And then I added my lashes off camera. Now I'm using some blush. This is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Grace. And then I'm adding some, you know, I'm just blending that out. I'm not adding anymore. I'm just blending that out. And then I'm going to add my light pink blush by Juvia's Place on top of that. And that's where you can really see the color come to life and really just pop. And I thought, you know, it's Mother's Day. Why not include some pink in the look? It's not bright pink shadow on the lid, but it's a little bit of pink. And yeah, that's the look. Thank you so much for staying tuned to the end of the video. I really do appreciate the support. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. It helps get my videos to more eyeballs, and we definitely want that. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, comment down below if you know you're feeling this look, if you would, you know, try this look with maybe a different color. I would love to chat with you in the comments. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, you haven't even, you know, seen my videos, this is your first video, come on and join the Megan Von TV family. I would love to have you a part of the family. Over here, I share beauty, I share lifestyle, and inspirational content. So if that sounds like your thing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Make sure you're hitting all notifications so you can be notified each and every time I have a new video, which my new videos go up on Tuesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. But if you're feeling like, Megan, it's so much going on, I'm not gonna remember that, just hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Have a happy Mother's Day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!